Hey, Kev. Hello, everyone who's joining me now. We are at the west end of Disney Springs. I show you this building. This is House of Blues. Very distinct looking building. But and here's Cirque du Soleil. They're putting together a new show. I forget when it's coming out, but they are going to be back. House of Blues. I have one thing to say to you about House of Blues. Voodoo shrimp. Get the voodoo shrimp if you're there. And you can eat shrimp. Some people can't eat shrimp. Yay! So, right, Eileen? Tell them about the voodoo shrimp, babe. Anyhow, I had to start here because one of my favorite meals has been here. We've eaten there a couple times, and it's good stuff. But voodoo shrimp, it's an appetizer at this restaurant. It's a really nice appetizer. It's one you could share, but after if you do share it, you're gonna say, I wish I would have just had this for myself. Voodoo shrimp. I know. So we're in the extreme West End. We're at the tip of the West End. As everybody knows this place, knows that the Cirque du Soleil thing, the tent or whatever you want to call it, is at the end of the West End. All part of the larger Disney Springs complex. So Splitsville. We had another one of our, Jim, if you're listening, Eileen, you remember, we did a little, one of our events for the EOE symposium here. The food's pretty good. The bowling was terrible. Not because it wasn't fun, it's because we weren't very good at it. Yeah, the food was pretty good though. It wasn't bad at all. Until today was my favorite burger, because the burgers down here, until the last couple of years, have really been bad. When people said that, what's the place at the beach club? Beaches and Cream was the best burger. I said, okay, yeah, it's an okay burger. It's certainly not the best I ever had. But times have changed. Number one, Splitsville has a nice burger I've had there. I like to have a burger once in a while. It's not like I depend on them. Here's the movie theater. A lot of people. Seriously, look at the line. Look at the line here. And there's a bunch of people at the automated ticket center too, because it's a nice day to sit in an air-conditioned room for a couple hours. And I believe Christopher Robin opens today, doesn't it? Is today the 3rd? Yeah, August 3rd. So maybe people are coming to see Christopher Robin. So you know who plays the author of Christopher Robin? The same guy who plays the evil general in the latest Star Wars movies. And the Empire. The same guy. Which I find freaking hysterical. And over here is the Cuban restaurant. You know what? This place used to get savaged, but lately I read a local review in one of the Orlando newspapers a couple months ago that they're talking about how much better this place has gotten. Bongos. So there you go. This is a new place going up. There's the some Spanish. Oh, Spanish, nice. I'm in 2019, so you can see they got a ways to go yet, but it looks like it's going to be an interesting building. Yeah. So yeah, that's right. So you got, yeah, the guy who plays the who's the I forget the plays the human. The human guy who actually wrote the book. Is the guy who plays that evil redhead general in the Star Wars movies, and his dad was in, so was he actually, in Harry Potter. They both were in it. Mill, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Mill, that's right. You know, I'm not really up on those things as I should be, but yeah, I think Milne is correct. And Kevin wins a prize. And what will that prize be, Charlie? My eternal gratitude for guessing that right. Let's play Pele's soccer store. They got a full-scale soccer store here now. Folks, I'm just going to go stay on the main drag here and stuff because what time is it anyhow? It's almost 2 o'clock. Okay. I got a couple hours yet before I have to head over to Saratoga Springs, so I'm going to take my good-natured time, and when I'm done, I'm done. How about that for a deal? I might walk over a little closer to things that pique my interest and everything, but oh boy, more mutilation machines. But there's the balloon. I don't know if anybody's done that. I did it, so I said I could do it, but that's how I feel about it. Okay, I did it. It's a nice view. You're not up there very long, and it's kind of, you know, boring, really. It's not that exciting. But some people might like it. It's a nice view. You can see a lot of stuff up there. These are the street trucks, and actually Eileen and I ate here one night, and it was pretty good. It's your typical, it's really... I just said Kevin was correct. No, I think he's right. I didn't say he was incorrect. When did I say he was incorrect? I thought he was absolutely right. I never said he was incorrect. I would never say that to Kevin. Anyhow, of course, now that Disney has become Marvel headquarters, here we go. And here you go. And because, you know, because we're on a superheroes mode, that's right next to Star Wars: The Galactic Outpost. Eileen, are we going to this in September or not? I thought we were talking about doing that. You remember that day we're eating at Homecoming? I thought we were talking about doing it that day. Domhnall Gleeson. Yes. Yeah, Domhnall Gleeson, that's his name. And his dad was in Harry Potter. What did he play? The guy, the one-eyed guy, the eye patch guy. Oh, shoot, it's not? Well, that stinks. I'm talking to people here, sorry. No, people look at me like, what's this guy? What's up with this guy? So, yeah, there's a lady was looking at me. CM was looking at me like, what the hey is his story? Because I'm talking to you guys while I'm walking here, holding a phone up to my face. So, of course, prerequisite on every corner in the United States, Starbucks. I think there's another one too. Don't quote me on that. And now, guess what that is? Guess what that is? Oh, there's your ad. That's too bad. But it's closed. Up ahead here, is you can see there's Planet Hollywood. This is again the area now that we're approaching here with the bridge and everything. Is the old, at the time, Pleasure Island area. They still have the bridge. That's about all. That's all that's left, the bridge. And nothing else. There's the newest restaurant, one of the newer restaurants, Mario and Enzo's, Italian addition to the planet of the Disney Springs. I gotta tell you, the Disney Springs restaurants generally seem really cool. I think they're kind of nice. And so we've tried a couple of them and they've been pretty dang good. We tried Homecoming, which is really fun. It's really nice down home. If you're a fried chicken fan, go. And we did Paradiso. That was okay. I gotta admit that wasn't great. It was just okay. STK we haven't tried. All I keep hearing in reviews. Do people keep reading reviews about this place that it's really loud? It's more of a nightclub than a steakhouse. Here's the new place, right across from STK, and it's Maria and Enzo's. And I don't know, I haven't really heard much about it yet, to be honest with you. I've heard really nothing about it. Look at the guy in a white suit, though. That's kind of impressive. Doesn't look like anybody's in there either. But, I mean, what were you expecting, right? Italian. Looks like a little more upscale Italian, maybe. Where are you eating, Kevin? Here's the Edison. Eileen and I have eaten there. And this is really a neat place. This is really the theming of it. Food's good. Service was good. Even the wait staff wears the themed stuff, you know. It's really kind of cool. And they have, I swear to God, a couple of the people that used to be at Adventurers Club working there. One guy for sure. Oh, Cooks of Dublin, isn't that that's a counter service, I think, isn't it? Smokehouse is House of Blues, attached to the House of Blues. That's pretty good, I'll bet. But I think those are both counter service, right? I think. Don't quote me on that. Don't ever quote me. STK is over here. Like I heard that skews younger too. Not during the day, but at night. So does Edison. But we had lunch there. It was really nice, very nice, and it's the best grilled cheese sandwich I have ever had in my friggin' life. I know what's so exciting about grilled cheese. Try the grilled cheese there, and you'll know what's so exciting about it. Paradiso was nice. They've remodeled it since we've been there, but it was nice. It was okay. They have an interesting concept of foods from North and South America and Central America. Different styles of food on their menu from the Americas. So that's interesting. They did a nice job on the remodel. It looks much sleeker now than it used to. There we go. The chocolate shop. And I'm going to pass this by. Yeah, good idea. That's a good idea. The Cooks of Dublin is good. Eileen and I have eaten there a couple times. It's very nice. Here's where I'm going to be coming back to. I have to come back here to catch a boat over to Saratoga Springs, which is right across the lake here, to catch my my miserable express back to the resort to catch my bus. So there it is. I got to look for a blue flag vehicle. Over here is the Old Key West and Saratoga people get in the same line, but they don't take the same boat. But they get in the same line, so it gets a little weird sometimes. Okay, here's another new place. Wine Bar George. I have not eaten there either. It just opened like a little while ago. But there's some across around the country. Yeah, well, that'll work. Sure, gluten-free. Well, you know, I honestly don't many I'll tell you who doesn't do gluten-free. Who doesn't do gluten-free at least very well is Via Napoli. They say that, you know, it was like my son was some sort of pariah or something. And then they gave him this Chef Boyardee looking dish. It was just awful looking. And my son said it tasted as awful as it looked. So that kind of turned me off there a little bit. They didn't really make much of an effort. They make no kind of effort for that. I understand Italian isn't easy to do that way, but if you want to be considered a good restaurant, now you got to be able to do something about it with that. You know, most chefs look at it. Good chefs look at it as a challenge. Yeah, champagne. Yeah. Here's the boathouse. Eileen, we're eating here, right? In November, I think. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But here's the boathouse right here. This place has been around. One of the earlier opening places of the new restaurants. There's a good look at it. I didn't know it was like open air. Look at that. I agree, John. I do. I know there's a lot of people, and a lot of EOEers that are huge fans of that place, and that's cool. I get it, you know. To each their own. I am, you know, but I'm not one of them either. I'm just not. I love the pizza. We had the pizza, and I thought it was okay. It was kind of dry, to be honest. It wasn't. I just didn't think it was that great. Now my youngest son, the one that doesn't worry about gluten-free stuff, he thinks it's the greatest restaurant in the world. So there you go. It's in one family, the difference of opinion about that place. But me, I mean, just meh about that. I'd rather eat at Tudo than eat there. Yeah, roll. Now that would be authentic pizza, wouldn't it? I know. I mean, a couple Italian folks I met years ago were always shocked at what we put on pizza here. What the American, as they call it, American pizza is like. Okay, here's one of my biggest disappointments of all the refurbing here, is what they did to this. They took a wonderful, wonderful looking old riverboat looking, paddle boat looking thing and turned it into a condominium complex. This thing, you gotta be kidding me. If you didn't have the smokestacks there, that's not a boat, that's a condo. I'm really disappointed, and my son's not going to be happy with me because the company he works for owns this and this. This is the old Portobello Club now called Terlina, reopened, refurbed. I don't know. Again, it just reopened very recently, so I don't know. I know before it was being remodeled, Portobello was getting savaged in reviews, so it can only get better, right? It's a really cool building, by the way. I always kind of liked Portobello. This one, as Portobello, has been there a long time. And this, of course, was the old, what was the name? John, you're here, right? What was the name of the boat in the early days when it first opened? It just... And its reviews aren't doing well either, I might add. But they never were. I actually they had this, what did they call it, Eileen? Lobster Experience? Is that what they called it there years ago? We had that. That was great. Wow. It was a huge plate for 2 people. Lobster, crab, assorted other seafood, but mostly lobster and crab. And it was really, really good. And it was a big, freaking, huge platter that they locked in the middle of the table, and you just grabbed it, you know. it was great. But, you know, I mean, I guess it serves the purpose for them, but that's not a boat. Sorry. Calling it a boat is ludicrous to me. So that's the old. All right. Well, we just went through the old the old Pleasure Island area. And there's T-Rex, owned by the Landry Company, the same people who own Rainforest Cafe. For those of you who didn't know that already. So I'm just running into places as we go along here. I have no idea what that is over there. Anybody know what that is over there? I have no idea. Crab and Lobster Experience. Right, I thought it was something like that. All right, what did I just say? Lobster Experience? I forgot to say crab too. Well, and they kept the paddle with. Yay. Now we know it's a boat, right? Jeez. I could put a paddle at the end of a... I could put a paddle at the end of the... on the other end of my house and call it a boat, I guess. Anyhow, now that I got my crabby stuff out of the way, We are approaching the original area of here from many moons ago, the marketplace area, which is pretty cool. It's still cool. Always was cool. Always loved the marketplace. I always did. I think the original Chef Mickey's was here way back in the day, before it moved over to the Contemporary. Yeah, that too, the music. Yeah, it does, exactly. So I'm saying, it's just such a, okay, there's a shortcut bridge that takes you to the marketplace, Rainforest Cafe side of the marketplace. And here's if you want to go through it a little bit. Town center is this way too, and I think I'm going to do that last. So I'm going to do the rest of the marketplace, I think, a little bit. Float through there. Look, like I said, I'm pretty much no indoor rule because I lose you guys when I do indoors. Someday I'm going to have to talk to John or Ash or somebody to figure out if it's my phone or if it's the network or what. That I have never had so much trouble. I mean, I've always had trouble with specific rides indoors and attractions and places, but not all the time, everywhere. There's the, guess where we are. There you go. Yeah, agreed. World of Disney. I heard of this store, kind of, a little bit. And here's the Starbucks on the other side, as promised. And because we ran into another corner, apparently. I find this so funny. Here's this Starbucks, this big old Starbucks, and there's a little Joffrey's kiosk right across from it. I don't know why I find that amusing. I find weird things amusing. Ask my wife, she knows. Yeah, I have issues. I'm having issues indoors everywhere on this trip. It doesn't matter where I go. You know, I've been okay at the resorts, but at the parks, I mean, everywhere I go. Everywhere I go inside, any attraction I go inside. Now, it's interesting. When I was in the World of Disney, in the shops, everything was fine. But when I went in the attractions inside, any of the indoor stuff, it's been worse than I can remember. Maybe I'm just being picky. Maybe I just didn't notice it as much before because Eileen did a lot of the streaming. That could be. There's Basin Eileen. But that wasn't too cool. Ghirardelli's, yeah. Maybe on the way back I'll sneak into the World of Disney real quick. This Italian ice place has been there forever. Ghirardelli's. It's not just chocolate. It's lots of soda fountain. It's a shakes, malts. You could get all kinds of ice cream stuff here. And it's good. And it's usually very busy too. And they take all kinds of cards, their DVC, annual pass, discounts. So that's what I like about it. You can get all kinds of discounts there too. Now, this side of the marketplace, there's a lot of the stuff that used to be here that's still here. You know, Marketplace Snacks has been here a long time. One of the better counter services, period, is on this end. A couple of them, Earl of Sandwich and Wolfgang Puck Express. Two of the better, by far, counter services still around here. Correct me if I'm wrong, people have gone to Earl of Sandwich. Aren't the prices pretty reasonable for Disney? I know it's not Disney owned and everything, but usually even the non-Disney places charge atrocious prices because they're at Disney. And this place doesn't seem to so much. I mean, it's not like they're cheap, but they're I think, fairly reasonable for what you get. Good sandwich. I really, really like Wolfgang Puck Express. That's a really good place. Anyhow, as I'm doing digressive things here, and I'm talking about counter service restaurants. I think this is, by the way, this is a Charlie WiHumphrey editorial. My opinion, obviously. So here's the deal. I went and had today, I talked to you before about the Splitsville burger being the best burger I had here before. Well, I found a better one. Much better one, actually. I went to this place, this new burger place here, Deluxe Burger. Let me tell you, folks, it's really, really good. Yeah, check it out. Did that place open here? Or is it going to open here? I was reading about that. It's not open yet, is it? Here, I mean. I know they're opening one here. But I don't think it's here yet. Well, maybe it is, and I just didn't pay attention. Which is very, very likely. But Deluxe Burger. And Eileen and other people who might know are familiar with Culver's. This place reminds me of Culver's. In fact, the burgers remind me of Culver's. They're pretty good. I mean, are they the best burgers in the world? Probably not. But maybe the best counter service burgers I've had. They're very reminiscent. The way they do things is like Culver's too. You order, you go to your table, and they bring the food to you. They've got really good shakes too, like Culver's. So, in fact, I think theirs shakes are better than Culver's. It's expensive though. It's expensive. But I'll tell you what, it is probably the best burger I've had on this property. And that's, I understanding, that's not saying much. The Bitty Bobbity Boo Boutique is way over here now, huh? Wow, they moved it away from World of Disney completely. But it's not open yet, right? Yeah, Culver's is good. And these burgers, this burger I had today reminded me of Culver's very much. Yeah, I heard there's some down here. Yeah, Culver's is a Wisconsin institution. They've been there for a really long. I think the original Culver's is from Wisconsin, actually, or in the Midwest for sure. And it's a institution there. It's been there for years and years, and it's a really good burger. And the system at this Deluxe Burger is very similar. You walk up to the order desk. The only problem is they only have 2 people taking orders. And I looked, and there's no more counter there that they can use. So there's only 2 people taking orders there. At Culver's, you could have like 7 or 8 of them. At this place, 2. So the line gets deep.
Oh, we know that.
It is open, huh? I don't know. Yeah, I know, but I think you'd like I think the shake I had today was really good. It was very rich, very chocolatey. I mean, this was a shake where you said, oh yeah, this is chocolate. You know, some of the places you go like McDonald's, this is chocolate. Where's the chocolate? It looks like something, it looked like some bad ice cream with brown food coloring in it. All right, I'm gonna go over near here. See if that place is here. Another Star Wars place over here. I get the biggest kicker at Disney World. These kids go on this cheap little carousel over here. I don't know why I find that interesting, but I do. Let me tell you something, people. It is hot here. And there's not a whole lot of shade in this place. Finally found some. There's really not much. And I'm starting to run down a little bit here. So is my phone, but I'm going to try to get through as much as I can before I call it a day. There's the Earl sandwich. Your sandwich is there, Eileen, by the way. The one with the cranberries in it. Yeah. Real? We're here? Sure feels higher than that. Maybe it's because it's on pavement and the sun's Wolfgang Express, Buck Express there, right there. Days of Christmas is still here. The Goofy Candy Shop, that's been here for a while. 56. Kevin, are you talking about 56 humidity? You're not talking about the dew point here, are you? Because the dew point's got to be in the 70s, man. Gotta be. All right, I'm looking for your chicken guy. Here's the rainforest. There's the Art of Disney tucked away in that corner where nobody can see it. There's the crepes place. There's the candy shop. Yeah, that's more like it. There you go. And then with the hot pavement here and stuff, it's all pavement here, so, and the sun just reflecting off of it. It's pretty, as we say, warm. Oh, I'm not gonna go over there. If it's way over there, I'm not going over there. All right, this is, okay, I didn't see it, Kevin. The chicken guy, Cove, in where the Disney, Art of Disney is. I'd be surprised. They wouldn't want to be there. Nobody goes that way. Not since the bus stations were taken down over here. Saratoga Springs used to be great to be at Congress Park at Saratoga Springs, because Congress Park is the closest area. You could make a nice 5-minute walk and you could go to that big bus area here on this side of downtown Disney. And excuse me, well, it was downtown Disney then. And you could go to any resort you wanted to from there. It was like a secondary hub. It was great when we stayed there. We made a bunch of resort restaurant reservations because of that. And it was great. It was really easy to get to them. Okay, I'm coming down this, and I don't see anything that resembles a chicken restaurant. Like Planet Hollywood. Isn't this Planet Hollywood? Oh no, that's Rainforest. Never mind. Yeah, I get my ridiculous places mixed up. Okay. If I'm going to be heading back that way, and if I see it, I see it. Anyhow, the Deluxe Burger place, if you're looking for it when you get here, it's real close to when you get off the buses. It's right next door to the Guest Relations Building. If you get to the Guest Relations Building, it's right there. It's right near Homecoming, too. So it's right in that town center area. And there's remarkably more indoor seating than you think. It doesn't look like it's big enough, but it has a decent amount of indoor seating and outdoor, of course. But today I needed indoor. And boy, am I glad I found. They have nice little strip tables where singles can sit quite easily, where you don't have to hog a whole table from a family.
Water's coming out of there.
Sweetie, what I really need is a brain transplant in the case of confusing Planet Hollywood with Rainforest Cafe. A brain transplant is indeed what I need. There's a guy with a great shirt right there. Anyhow, there's another Star Wars place. Surprise. Has anybody ever seen anybody buy those ring carver places? It's like those poor people sit there all day with nothing to do to me. I don't know if that's a good job or a bad job. Ugh. So I'm heading back. I think I'm going to hit town center, and then I'm going to take my boat over and go indoors for a while, and then charge up my phone, because I'm down to 27% right now on my phone. This streaming takes a lot out of my phone. You know why? You know what I've noticed, Eileen? This is directed at Eileen. I'm sorry, I'm having a conversation with Eileen, guys. But it affects streaming generally. I've never noticed my phone runs out. I'm saying, and I said, my God, my phone's running out of juice fast. Then I realized we're usually working with two phones. We're charging one and we're using the other. And I forgot about that. And now it's just one phone. So my phone's taking all the streaming and it runs out of juice at sometimes inopportune times. That's why I was always stopping on the resort tour. So there was no monorail trip streaming because I had to save some power. And I thought about that. I said, oh, that's why. We always had two phones. Yeah, kind of wish I did. I mean, on a day like today, boy, would you be getting solar power. As you can see, the sun is bright. Although there's a lot of clouds in the sky. But it's not as cloudy today as it has been. It's been, I would say, mostly cloudy most of the time. The sun is a little more intense today because there's more of it. And it has all of this open area. I mean, you know what I like about the new area, the new downtown or Disney Springs area, is that it's much more open. There's a much more space to walk. It used to be kind of tight in some areas, and now they've opened it up much better, where the area is, you know, you're not running into people, not just like trying to cross the street. Yeah. Okay. Wetzel's Pretzels. That place has been there a long time. Shoot. There's the world's biggest Disney store. Is it still? That's what they used to advertise. It's the world's biggest Disney store. World of Disney. I like how they kind of surround the Starbucks here. It's like the world of Disney eating Starbucks. So, besides looking at the dragon here, you can see over there Saratoga Springs. That's Congress Park. That's what I mean. That Congress Park area is very close, very, very close to Disney Springs. It's a few minute walk, really, especially if you're the ones down on this end. It's very, very, very close. So if you're a Disney Springs person and you want to be close and you're a DVC, Saratoga Springs is a good alternative. And you can still get to any resort. You just, you know, if you take the boat over, for instance, from Saratoga Springs to Disney Springs, it lets you off pretty clearly close to the bus area, where you can catch a resort bus to any resort on property. It's a nice alternative. Needing to get around. Like the other day, my son and I were going to the UK restaurant, Rose and Crown, as you well know, when we did the stream for Illuminations from there. We were going to eat there, and we came over here, grabbed a boardwalk bus, because Brian wanted to walk through the lobby. He loves that place, and as do I. And you could take a beach club bus too, which is even closer. And you're right by International Gateway there, just a quick left, and you're at Rose and Crown. So a lot less walking, but a lot less walking to do. Did I do? Yeah, okay. Here we are in the town center area. We're approaching the town center area. And I have to do this. Harley Davidson. Milwaukee's own Harley Davidson. There it is. It's always been a fairly small store. It's not like they have any motorcycles in there or anything, but They have all the paraphernalia, so you can pretend to be a Harley rider. In the town center, the whole atmosphere of the place changes. It's much more, what you call, sophisticated, I guess you could say. But this is also the closest area to the parking garage, the buses. And for some reason or another, in the town center, there's a ton of public restrooms. A lot more than the rest of the area. Don't know why, but they do. I don't know, maybe it's because they're right off the garages. There's one of the garage entrances right there. Speaking of close to the garages, Lime. And there's a lot of little side streets here with some smaller stores and stuff. But I feel sorry for those stores because, as you can see, it's like abandoned. I don't know how these stores can do anything down here, but because it always seems like that way. If you ever come here, just look down that way. You want to be on this. This is where you want to be, right here. I gotta admit, I'll be honest with you, I'm not up on sophisticated stores, so I don't know how good these places are. I have no idea. But Harley, yeah, they did. Harley, I think it used to be on the West End, didn't it? No, it used to be on Pleasure Island, right? It used to be on Pleasure Island. I think it used to be in the Pleasure Island area. Yeah, they did move it. They had to move it because they were redoing that whole area there. I remember they were on Pleasure Island. And they knocked down everything around there to replace it with, well, you saw all the restaurants. Many of the newest restaurants are located there. So this is this area of town center is all shopping. All shopping. This really is like a giant mall. Oh, I love this store. I do love this store. They used to have one out by us. I don't think they do. Really, is that store still at Mayfair? There used to be one of these at Mayfair. I just don't know if it's still there anymore. It was a cool store. That used to be a really cool store. Zara. I've heard of that one. I've actually heard of that store. Oh. Oh, honey, they got a Kate Spade store here. Wow. Kate Spade, David Spade's little sister, who recently passed away. Yeah. I had no idea who she was until she passed away, and she was David Spade's sister, who made some really cool stuff. Apparently, I had no idea who she was until then. And it's all up on these things. I am. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think they like I said, they put up a Marvel place too. Johnny Was. I love incomplete sentences. Okay. I'm just going to go down here real quick, and then I'm going to turn around, go to the boats, and go back, because I am totally beat. This is just dragging me, this walk through the sun like this. I don't know why. Somebody explain to me, this area we're approaching right now, why is it undercover? And all the rest of the mall is not. I found that this is very interesting. This whole area is undercover. I know, yeah, but why is it just here? That's all. Just this one area is undercover like this. Everything else is open air. And it's just a short area too, you know? It's not very much at all, just about a dozen stores under here probably. See, this is the perfect store to come to because all men look like that. So that's my kind of store. Well, maybe so. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there's a certain answer to that. And now we're at the end of town center. This is also the end of town center. All right, here is Planet Hollywood. And here's the new Wolfgang Puck going up here, by the way. Some other place took over the old location. I forget what. But they put a brand new place there. And now the new Wolfgang Puck is coming over here. They're building it as we speak. Here's your chicken guy. There, oh, it's built right in to Planet Hollywood. I didn't know that. Here's chicken guy. I'll have to try this someday. I, again, never heard of that place either. I don't think we have a chicken guy in Wisconsin, so never heard of it. Is it good? I have no idea if it's good or not. Okay, folks, I'm way down on battery. I'm just going to be heading for the boat now anyhow. As much as I'd like to do the boat ride, I'm afraid I'm going to run out of battery if I do. So I'm going to shut down now, and I'll finish with an advertisement for Coca-Cola at Planet Hollywood. So there you go, and restrooms. See, the coolest building here is the restroom. So I will see you guys some other time. September, I guess. Is what I'll talk to most of you. I hope, and we will see you then, because this is the last of my streaming, because I can't stream no more. I will, honey. I'm gonna get something to drink right now. Yeah, Jim, it'll be good to see you. Thanks, John. Yeah, Kevin, excellent, absolutely. Sorry, we're missing you by about 8 days, I think. Thanks, Darlene. Appreciate it. 34 days, Jim. Yes, we will be there. I think it's kind of cool. In 34 days, I'm going to be back. I think it's closest 2 trips I've ever had. So I'll see you guys. Take care. Thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with me, mostly. There's a heck of a lot to put up with here. And so I appreciate it. It was good talking to all of you. Thanks. Bye.